Massive big up to Premier Angling because they're open. You feel bad for Tom?
Yeah, bless him. We've arrived.
That was a big tench in a foot of water. In for a treat, I think. That's a kiss of death, isn't it?
That's it. You jinxed us now.
No, we'll catch. So last year there was loads of snags here that have been cleared, right?
It was absolutely thick with snags in
this
this
was your
corner.
secret corner, wasn't it? Water clarity's good, isn't it?
It's excellent. There's got to be some big perch in here.
It's got to have some, hasn't it?
Must have. That was the swim with the big willow tree in.
That's right, the one that Will had his big tench in.
Indeed.
Yeah, they've cleared it out now, haven't they?
All gone.
Hello. Love to catch one on a fly. Really like to do some float fishing for the tench. I also want to get myself set up for the evening. Most of the bed is covered with weed, although it's not very deep. So I'm going to put one rod out. I'm going to do a bit of an experiment. I'm going to try my chod rig against the conventional rigs that I used to use sort of 20 years ago. So we're not using the holes in the beads that are pre-manufactured. We're putting our own hole in. Go straight through the middle there. Loop the line over and push that bead onto the line. I'm going to put a second one on because one of the things I'm concerned about with this setup is the amount of movement I've still got on that bead. It needs to be enough movement for so that it's a safe rig and the fish can pull that bead along the line and free itself. Fishery states barbers only, so that's what I'm doing. The great thing about the chod rig is you can move these as far away from the lead as you like. So there you go. Just takes some of the shine off the lead, I guess. You lose your bolt effect the further away you go from that lead, no matter how tight you've got your line set. I'm going to fish quite close quarters with this one as well. I don't have confidence with chod rigs at range. Not had a touch all night, woken up, recast, 5 minutes later had a run, hooked it, 20 seconds in, it's gone into weed, and then the lead's dropped on the release system, and as the lead dropped, so did the fish.
What happened?
It was just a slow, steady run that struck into nothing, and the beads on the chod rig had moved right up the line, so I think it. Yeah, that was a run, no doubt. The thing is, I've got such little confidence in these chod rigs, but I think they're the way to. I think they're the right rigs. I just don't think.
I think they're perfect at the moment. The weed's not too high. It's just quite choddy, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. I know where I'd go if I was you. I'd go between me and Gaius.
Yeah, what's we go directly opposite.
There's so many fish out there. Well, that's that plan thwarted. Well done, well persevered.
Thank you very much.
I was taking the mick out of you for feeding the birds. I didn't think you had enough pellet to be able to do that.
Well, they're gone.
Biscuits.
Just fed them off.
Nash bait upper layer slicker floaters. Wow. Message from Tom saying, any fish going on floaters? He couldn't have timed that better, could he? It's a beast, isn't it? That's easily 25, isn't it?
28.
I've got the video rolling at the moment, so the resolution won't be as good. So I'm going to stop the video recording and put it onto photo. Or I can just take a still from the video.
You seen it?
Yeah. You couldn't go around that line more times if you tried. Well done. Thank you for doing that. Wicked. I can relax. That's wicked.
How close are you fishing to the float?
A bit off actually. Tom's greasy hole, yeah.
Tom's greasy. Oh.
There we go. All I wanted was my dinner.
I had a few weeks off for lockdown.
Yeah, exactly.
Beautiful. Excellent. Another trip saved.
Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. It's bigger than you thought, isn't it? Right, pig.
What do you reckon? That same size as yours, isn't it? Sort of 16, 17, something like that?
I think it's just marginally smaller. Oh, no,
Cheers.
don't disturb me again, okay?
Turn the alarm down.
Yeah. True to his word, he didn't wake me up again, but did catch another one before the sun came up. You can see just how clear this water is. My float is so inactive. The banded damsel has made it its home. Meanwhile, Ross is feeding the birds again today, full credit to him. He obviously has deeper pockets than me. Ah, they're eating all the willow pollen, that's good. How much weed do you think you've got on there?
Not a weed, just get under its worry.
Do you want me to get the boat?
I had to swim round there.
Yeah, so you dumped your rod in the margin?
Yeah,
So you'll have to get your rod back.
He wasn't stuck, he would just sit in the tree, but the line was going through all the branches.
Nice fish. I reckon about 15, 16 pounds.
Do you think they've stocked a lot of 15, 16
I
pounders?
think they've netted it. Stocked it.
Unless these are all the little ones that were £7, £8 a couple of years ago.
Possibly.
I don't know what happens when I bloody try and smart.
I went to go and remove a stick from my bait bucket, and as I picked it up it felt all squidgy and started wiggling around. Really freaked me out. If you haven't spotted it already, it was this little fella here. It was a stick. There it goes. What an incredible moth. At the other end of the lake, Justin Bell was off the mark with his beautiful mirror, while his brother Gaius enjoyed the afternoon catching some top quality rudd.
Ooh. Lovely quality little rudd. Pure. It's got a bit of a funny mouth. It's got sort of weird appendage on it. Lovely smell to them.
Pellets of various sizes, betaine pellets, trout pellets, sticky krill boilies chopped up. The sweet corn I think just works as an attractor more than anything else. It's a nice bright visual indicator that there's bait down for the carp, and it's good for you too, keeps you regular. So I'm going to give the prawns a go because that probably covers both bases, perch and tench. Finally got a bite on my float. It worked exactly as it should. Float popped up about an inch, got my hand on the rod, and as it went under, hit into the fish. And it was a carp, and it took me right round the lake before finding a weed bed and just through sheer power snapped the 5-pound hook length in the weed. 3:30 in the morning, just been woken up by Ross, who says he's got a catfish on. He's borrowed my net and he's jumped on the boat. Let's go see what that's all about. Well done, mate. That's awesome. Bloody hell.
The beast of Little Farriers.
How long were you playing it for?
Quite a while.
I think I heard your run actually.
I've got a carp in it as well.
What did you have that on?
Just a little pink pop-up.
A pink pop-up.
It was obviously scoffing on my bait. conscious that we're just trashing Justin's swim.
No, don't worry about that. I was actually contemplating bringing my rods in.
I mean, you're in your pants, which is a shame.
Where do these come from?
So that one wiped out your 3 rods. You netted it.
Netted it, retackled, cast one back out, recast the second, and then as it hit the bottom, it went off.
That was the cat, and thankfully that was in the sling at the time.
That was in the sling.
You've already weighed it then? I hadn't realised you'd already weighed it.
Exactly the same weight, 27.5.
Well played, mate, well played.
After all that commotion and the catfish, recast my rods, went back to sleep, had nothing. Ross, meanwhile, had 2 more carp. 3 things I like to ask myself when I go fishing. That's whether I enjoyed myself, and the answer to that is yes. Did I learn anything? Was I challenged? Yes. Shut up, I'm boring myself? Yes. Never say never. Cameras were packed away.
Bigger than 15 pounds.
No!
Quite.
Look at my game.
27.12 less than net, so he's 25.1, 25.2. Oh, good. I will shake your hand. We'll have a 2 metre handshake.
Oh yeah, of course. Cheers, guys.
What a fantastic way to end this session.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm well pleased with that. Cheers. Oh well, can't smell any worse.